Luna is a 5-year-old Appaloosa cross mare currently standing at 16 hands high. She has a body condition score of 3 or good according to the scale of 0 to 5 in Carolyn Huntington 1988, and according to the Cresty Neck score illustrated in Carter et al. 2009, Luna displays a score of 1 as she has no obvious appearance of a crest, but a firmness can be felt upon palpation. Having owned Luna since she only just turned 3, a development in her conformation has been witnessed. Furthermore, her musculature has changed a great deal over this time, particularly within the neck and the hindquarters, due to a more efficient use of her musculature, especially within the hindquarters, providing propulsion during locomotion rather than rely so heavily on the forehand. Observed statically, Luna displays a desirable overall balance, with the body able to be divided into 3 equal overlapping circles. The inclination of the shoulder is close to the ideal 45 degrees, and the angle of the shoulder is not too upright, therefore indicating less risk of exacerbated forces travelling through the forelimbs or limited range of motion. The pelvis also displays a favourable angle and inclination, indicating areas for optical muscle attachment. The rider is a 22-year-old lightweight female. Although the rider has participated in equitation for the best part of 19 years, it has been purely for pleasure, and as such, until recently, had never received any riding lessons. This lack of refined technique is likely to affect the rider's biomechanics and general balance. As Luna is deemed a novice horse due to her age, this horse-rider partnership could potentially lead to issues within communication. Therefore, it is important that the basics of training, such as transitions, are completed efficiently. Behavior, which has been deemed to be the result of both genetic and external environmental influences, can help to determine the suitability of the individual horse-rider partnership, and can have profound impacts on the trainability and future disciplines of the horse. Equine personalities can further be divided into 4 categories: social, fearful, aloof, and challenging. Luna's personality fulfills the description of the social horse due to her easy trainability, relaxed attitude, and enjoyment of attention. Whilst these are highly desirable traits, they can result in Luna exhibiting a limited acceleration response. Therefore, the chosen training aim is to improve the responsiveness to the rider's aids in order to achieve smoother transitions. As constant or incorrect use of leg aids or nagging can lead to the horse becoming dead to the leg, whereby they simply habituate to the pressure, it is important that the horse fully understands the function and meaning of leg aids in order to produce the desired response. Training of responsiveness to aids focuses upon operant conditioning through the use of pressure and release. Pressure is applied in the lightest form and then increases fairly rapidly until it reaches a threshold upon which the desired response is achieved. This is also referred to as negative reinforcement. Transitions provide various uses, not only to gauge the efficiency of the horse-rider communication system, but also can assist in the improvement of balance, suppleness, impulsion, and straightness, all of which will benefit the horse's general motion. Initially, transitions are performed and kept on the track or outside of the arena in order to provide additional balance to the horse. Here, the lightest pressure applied with the legs, in conjunction with a voice cue, is used to instruct Luna from halt to walk. Here, light pressure is applied to encourage Luna to go forwards and released when she does so. This negatively reinforces the desired response and increases the likelihood of its repetition. In order to move down the transitions, pressure is applied once again, this time rein pressure through to the bit. The lightest pressure is used in conjunction with the voice, and then released when the desired response is achieved. Here the horse responds once again to the lightest pressure in order to move up from walk to trot. Additional to negative reinforcement, the use of positive reinforcement can also be observed through a scratch in the wither area. Hancock, Redgate and Hall 2014 found that contrary to the common reward given by humans of patting, horses actually prefer scratching, and when performed in the wither area it has been found to lower heart rate due to the replication of the highly enjoyable allo grooming performed naturally by horses. This provides an added desirable stimulus to support the negative reinforcement, therefore further increasing the reliability of the desired response. As the response to the aids and subsequent transitions increase and become smoother, the horse can move off the track, for example using transitions whilst changing the rein. This requires both horse and rider to maintain balance, straightness and rhythm. As the exercise continues, we can see Luna exhibiting increased responsiveness to the rider's aids, moving up and down the transitions. Furthermore, she is able to upkeep an even rhythm throughout. When the initial lightest aid is not responded to, a further nudge and then a light tap with the whip is used, as can be seen when transitioning from trot to canter. The whip is used to support the pressure provided by the leg and only used when required, therefore avoiding excessive use and the related ethical concerns. Once again, once the desired response is achieved, all pressure must be released. Incorrect timing of the pressure release will dilute the effectiveness of achieving the correct response and is often the cause of conflict behaviours, such as rearing and bucking, and in the worst cases, learned helplessness. Further increasing the complexity of the exercise, circles can be introduced. This not only turns Luna's responsiveness to the aids and cues, but also challenges her balance and dynamic instability, and improves suppleness throughout the body. All of these factors are crucial for any future discipline Luna may be involved in, and their importance is highlighted by their inclusion within the scales of training. In this instance, stick pressure was applied to the outside shoulder in order to keep Luna moving on the circle. Use of pressure within the shoulder region instructs the horse to turn on the forehand, as is demonstrated by the following diagram. It is important, therefore, that consistency of the pressure placement for each desired action is maintained in order to avoid confusion and frustration to the horse. Once again, the sequence of negative reinforcement is enforced to achieve the upward transition. The effectiveness of this approach is evident, as Luna then responds to the lightest pressure, requiring the transition from walk to trot. Here once again the increasing level of pressure is applied. As Luna responds to the sharpest stick pressure, release is then allowed in order to negatively reinforce this desired response. Negative reinforcement is again supported by positive reinforcements via scratching in the wither area as seen here. By decreasing the size of the circle by spiralling inwards, it builds upon the requirements of the previous exercises, as well as demanding the use of different muscles in order to adduct and abduct both the fore and hind limbs. This encourages further mental stimulation and concentration, for which Luna's personality will play a key role. A horse's personality will determine their attention span and concentration levels. A social horse such as Luna can struggle to maintain focus due to external distractions. Though this may appear a very simplistic training aim, it was clearly beneficial for Luna as she exhibited increased responsiveness to the initial light pressure. Responsiveness to aids and smooth transitions are the basis for all areas of equitation. Correct training through considerate and ethical methods which optimally apply the learning theory will in the long term enhance the trainability of the horse and avoid potential deleterious effects and welfare controversies. Transitions are noted to particularly target and improve collection, straightness, impulsion, and suppleness. The use of circles further supported this with additional emphasis on suppleness and rhythm. As both horse and rider become more balanced and enhance the various elements of their training toolboxes, more complex goals may be aimed for. These include more demanding transitions, for example halt to trot and walk to canter.